Okay, guys, very quick update with Bitcoin. I'm gonna show you why I told everyone, or we all shorted 111K. I want to show you if we push up the most important level to short. I mean, it is possible we could come down, hold support, push back up. If we do, I want to give you that level too short. And obviously, if we break certain levels below, that'll be a clue that we're possibly going lower, at least to catch a bounce. We'll have to see how this plays out. Before I go further, guys, I'll tell you what, if you can get this video up to 1,000 likes, whether you decide to subscribe, that's just up to you. But if we can get this video up to 1,000 likes, I will create a chart from scratch. I don't care if it's an altcoin chart, whatever, but leave a comment what chart you want me to create. Now, if you see someone already left a comment for ETH or for AVAX or DOT, whatever chart you want, do not leave a duplicate comment. Just leave a like. Whichever altcoin or whatever coin or whatever you want for me to create in the next video from scratch showing you my techniques, just leave a like for that comment. Whichever comment has the most likes for a specific coin or chart you want me to create, that is the one I'll choose. So again, get it up to 1,000 likes. Leave your comment what coin you want. But again, if you already see a comment for the coin you want, don't leave a duplicate, just leave a like. In the next video, I'll create a chart from scratch and show you all my charting techniques, or show you some of my charting techniques, creating some of these charts from scratch. I think it'll be fun to do in a video and just kind of show you, and you can use this for yourself for your own charts. Okay, so I do want to cover your key levels. Again, in Discord, we shorted 111K. If you watched the last video, guys, in the video before that, told everyone to long 100K. Said if we get above 106,100 or above the central Bollinger Band on the daily, 106,600, that would be bullish up to 110 or 111,000 when we make contact with this line. That's how it played out. And I made the same post. This is in Discord. As mentioned previously, MACD and RSI was looking bullish on the weekly and the daily. If we stay above 106K area, I'll be looking for a target of 110 to 111,000. Take note, 111,000 in your top Bollinger Band on the daily. And again, you can see that's how it played out. We pushed up to this point, and we got a rejection right at the chart on H1. Got a rejection, got a rejection. So yes, we could push higher. Again, this is for scalping. If you use leverage, you would long and short. So I do want to give you your most key level above, where I will be going crazy on a short. Right now, it's just scalping, because we're setting it up and down to stop people out. Okay, guys, so before we get into that, CoinCatch is having a special, no KYC, no VPN. This is the event page. I'll put a link up to it now. So there's 3 days left. So if you create an account, if you have create a new account or you haven't made a deposit yet, you can still take advantage. There's still open slots available. If you deposit 1,000 USDT, within the next 3 days, you will get a bonus of $5,000. That means you can trade with $6,000 margin by only putting in $1,000. Again, that's 30 slots every 7 days. Those have not all been used up. Payout for that bonus is in about 3 days. And they have plenty of these lower tiers. So if you deposit $500, you can get $1,250 USDT back. So that means you can trade with $1,750 margin. And that's 300 slots every 7 days. If you do get the bonus, email me and I'll give you access to my charts in Discord. It's for the $500 and the $1,000 tier. If you want to sign up under my affiliate link, I'll put a link up to this now. Guys, if you learn how to trade on CoinCatch, tutorial video I put up teaching you how to create your account, set up your account, and how to use the tools all the tools I use, how I use them to trade and protect myself, as well as some techniques. I'll put a link to this video now if you want to check it out. And of course, guys, if you want to get access to my charts in Discord, just go to my website. The link's pinned in the first comment description. I'll put a link up to it now, actually. $49 option gives you access to altcoin charts, Bitcoin charts, precious metals, and Discord. Make sure if you do sign up, you email me through the contact page. So again, in the next video, guys, make sure you leave a comment what altcoin you want me to create. I just want to show you the key levels currently to pay attention to. So right now, you can see that this is your most key resistance level on, and this is the D1 chart. This is the daily. Let me give you a price label here. Okay, so we know this is a very key resistance level, and we know this because, well, this is a very important line that goes, well, this is a fib line. You can see it's been a lot of resistance, a lot of support, a lot of resistance got rejected. We didn't quite make it to it, but take note, this is the top Bollinger Band on the daily, setting up around 111,600. So again, you have the top Bollinger Band, you have a key fib line, so we know that around 111,199 was key resistance. We also know your next key support level is going to be down here at this fib channel line that I said if we got above, that was bullish. So that means if we come down, we could still test 106,850. Again, the central Bollinger Band is 106,642. Okay, so around 106,600, 106,700, that is your key support. We can come down, test that, push back up. If we push out and we go out days and days, again, this is on the daily, so this line is an upper angle. The further it goes out, the higher price goes. So your key resistance for now is around 111,300. That's on the D1 chart. If we break 106,853, your next support level, major support. Remember 2 videos back I told you to long 100,400. Well, your support level, major support, 102,300 to 101,565. If we break below that, well, we're going much lower because we're going below our lowest candle here. But this is a very key support level. Again, that's if we break below in 106,000. Again, if this becomes resistance, 106,000. If we get below, basically daily candles open below this point, then you know we're going to at least 101,500. But that would be a point too long. We get below that, then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, 111,300 was a great point to short. And that was because if we go to this chart, notice that this was literally to the damn dollar. Again, I try to give you guys the most accurate points to long and short. And again, you can, if I zoom in on that, you can see that was literally to the damn dollar. I have a line over top of this. So again, so you had a perfect point to short, 110,000, was it 110,691? And you can see now we're coming down. So at least on the day, on the hourly, again, this is hourly chart. It says this H1. Your next major support level is around 106,746. And take note, all of these levels that I'm giving you all match up. 106,600, right here, 106,600. So again, using these charts in combination, you have your key levels. Now we have this line right here, all right? This line is setting at 108,300, and because that was a previous high. Now we know that if we get a daily open below this point, we're more than likely headed to 106,600. We'll have to see what happens, but I wanted to point that out on another chart right here. This, you can see this line right here. This is a key fib line. So again, if we hold above this point, we could push back up, and if you'll notice, all I did was I took this line right here, I just cloned it and brought it down to where it matched price action just on the daily. Notice I'm ignoring the wicks, just going by the meat of the candles. I'm going by the meat of the candles here to the lowest point. So we could be in some kind of parallel channel. Just, you know, we could go back down and test a lower target. But again, if we get below 109,000, say we get a daily open below that point, then we're more than likely coming down to test some lower targets. And like I said, 106,600 is your most critical support. We get below that, probably going much lower. But the most important part of this video, what I want you to understand, is as I mentioned in that previous video, it's been multiple videos, this curve, I'm not going to zoom out. Watch the last 2 damn videos because I already showed you this curve and how important it is. But we do know this. You might want to consider start opening a short. I mean, hey guys, you do what the hell you want to do, all right? I'm just telling you what I'm going to do and what I see in the charts. I know that this white line right here, or actually it's not a line, it's a ring. I'll zoom out just to kind of show you. Every time we hit that curve, all right? Every time we hit this curve, we get rejected. This goes back to 2011 actually. Rejected. And if I zoom in, you can see we got rejected again. Every time we hit it. Again, as you can see, we got rejected again right here. We got rejected again right here. And a perfect rejection right here at 112,000. So we know that is a very key level. So if we push up, you know, that's setting right around, this is on the weekly, by the way. So we're looking at 100 and let's just call it 113,000, okay? There's going to be a lot of resistance. This curve goes back to, let me just check and see how far back this goes. It goes back a long ways. It goes all the way back to 2011. So you can see how important of a curve that is. Obviously, if we get above that, guys, with at least a weekly open, well, we know we're going much higher. But to me, again, if if we push up, that's an ideal point to short. And remember what I was saying about that level? So if we get a daily open below 108,500, right now that's support, this is still a weekly candle. Obviously we can come back below that. So let's say a weekly open below 108,500, again, that is going to typically, that's going to be bearish, and that's also going by this line right here, 108,300. So that is a key level to pay attention to. All right, but again, 111,000 key resistance. We shorted that, and that was mainly because we were getting close to some major resistance levels. And on the H1 chart, if I can find it right here, where is it? Here, right here. So again, that's why we shorted this point, because it was a key resistance level, it was to the tick, and it was right before some major resistance levels on the D1 chart. So whether we go up or down, we will have to see. Again, if you already opened a short here, well, you could have had your stop loss already set in profit. If you come back up, you get stopped out, you still make money, but at least you're in a trade that you're not going to lose money. Now, again, I would pay attention to 106,600. That's your most key support. That is a key fib line on the H1 chart, the hourly chart. And you have not only the center Bollinger Band, now you have a fib line that has been a lot of support and resistance. That's this line right here. So as long as we stay above that, stay bullish. But if we do push above 111,300 and we get up to, again, 112,800, around 13,000 is an ideal point to short, sell, get the hell out. And you know, I made that post in Discord about the MACD and the RSI was bullish. Well, now it's starting to look a little bearish, and we're near some key resistance levels. But the most important thing, if we push above 112,845, then the point you want to short, all right? And let me get to this chart. I do apologize. The most important level that you want to short is right up here, and I will give you that target right now. I'm hoping that we push up to this point. Now, yes, that's around $1,000 over that target I gave you on. Let me just put this next to it. So again, this curve is a very key resistance level. So I would open a short around 112,500 with lower margin. Go ahead and set, if you're using leverage, set your leverage, because you don't want to change that later on. Just set your leverage if you want it to be, you know, 10 or 20 or 30 or whatever. But go low margin. So if 112,600, you know, put in $500, put in $1,000, but be ready for this to possibly turn around and come down. And the reason I say lower margins is because we could push above 112,500 and touch and tap right around 114,369. At that point, that's when I would add more margin to my short and expect this to come down. Now, I already told you this. If we push above and hold above 114,000, well, we know we're going a lot higher. Now, again, listen to what I said. Push above and hold. Now, this is on the weekly right here, okay? So, again, hold above on the weekly, well, we're going to the moon. Otherwise, that is the most key level in Bitcoin to short. And the reason for this, and I will zoom out, and as I said, guys, you can look at this, and it does look like, you can see we just got a cross here on the MACD, or getting ready to get across, and you can see the RSI is still actually pushing up. If you can see that on there, I think you can. So the RSI is still pushing up. You can see we're in the green on this indicator for the RSI, and you can see we're about to get across. Now, sometimes they trick you. You can't always trust the MACD, but on the weekly and the daily, it did look bullish. But guys, we're at such critical resistance. As long as we hold above 109, we could push much higher. But again, this is the most important levels. I'm trying to warn you and show you. Because if we get above that, guys, we're off to the moon. 112,600 is the point you would want to short. And if we get above that, this is a point you want to go in heavy. And as I've shown you plenty of times in the past, you can see why this is the case. You can see I have fib lines there, but just basically just to show you, again, this line, when you see these arrows, you can see every time we hit it. Let me extend this. I mean, it's clear as day. So again, people that, you know, you can swing trade all day long on the smaller time frames, but if you're patient and you play the weekly and the daily charts and you wait for that point, you can make a lot of money. Because again, 2017 rejected, 2021 hit it, rejected. Well, we got rejected, came up, tested again, got rejected. We almost hit it, We hit it again, got rejected. Right here, we hit it twice, 108K, 109K. We have not hit it yet. So again, if we push above 112K, 114,400 around that point is the point to short. Now this could chop and go sideways for a while. Let's say, we go out, days, weeks, months, we can still stay under this line and be up around $117,000. But if we push up anytime soon, 114,000, around that area, ideal point to short. That's when I go in heavier on my short. But we pushed up enough. So again, you might want to consider thinking about getting out of your long, looking for a possible short entry. Again, depending on what happens, just play the levels, guys. If we get below 106,600 around the area with daily opens, well, we know we're headed to 101,565. If you hold above 108,000, 109,000, and we push above 111,000, well, then you have your targets, guys. 112,568. And I hope, again, I hope we push above that, because I will be shorting the hell out of 114,000, because we know every time we hit that we get rejected. And if we push above that and hold, well, guys, that's it. That means we are going to have one major pump, and the next fib line I have above that is up around $132,000. So again, I just want to explain that, why I think it's time to start looking for a point to potentially start taking some profit, maybe start laddering into a short. It's up to you. You do what you want to do. I just wanted to point that out and make it very clear. As I said before, guys, leave a comment what chart you want me to make. If you see a comment with the chart you want me to make, do not make a duplicate comment, because there's going to be too many comments to go through. Just leave a like on that comment. Whichever chart has the most likes, next video I will create that chart from scratch, showing you some of my techniques, how I use parallel channels to find the actual structure or the price direction, and then how I add the fib channels to find those points to long and short. And maybe I might actually show you some secrets for adding fib circles using fib channels at multiple directions. It'll be a fun video, and I need to make some more charts anyways and update some charts. So maybe I could continue doing this, each video, and kind of showing you my techniques and adding charts to my website for you guys to access. But guys, that's it. I hope you listened. I hope you paid attention. Just know that 114,000, depending when we make contact, and depending on when we make contact depends on the price. This gets higher as time goes on, but not by that much. So we could just be chopping up and down until the traditional markets, either start pushing up or start dropping. But again, that is a target I'm hoping to hit, but I will enter a short if we hit around 112,568. And again, that's a heavy short. But right now, 108,500 to 109,000, that's what we're currently watching. And you know that this is the main point you want to pay attention to. If this does not hold, I would expect to catch a bounce there, but if that does not hold, or we get daily opens below that, then we know we're going down to 101,560. And that is a very critical support level. We break that, then we'll make another video about some lower targets. Again, guys, you're getting leverage trading, CoinCatch, great option, no KYC, no VPN. Again, if you create an account today, or you already have an account and you have yet to make a deposit, that means within 3 days, and there are slots available for the deposit 1,000, get $5,000 of bonus. That means you have $6,000 margin, and there's plenty of these, because again, the 5,000 USD bonus is 30 slots every 7 days. And there's 300 slots of the deposit 500 to get $1,250 bonus. Again, and the payout should be in about 3 days, because this event started 7 days ago. Well, 4 days ago. Okay, guys, again, that's the events page. All these links and my referral link, everything, including the video, will be linked and pinned to the first comment and description. Guys, you can get access to charts. Just make sure you email me through the contact page on the website to get access to Discord. That's pretty much it. Let's see what happens. You have your key levels. Just play the levels, guys. Play the levels one level at a time. It is that simple. 111,300, your most critical resistance right now. We know that from the H1 chart, right? Because that's the point we got rejected. That's why you should have gone short from that point. As I mentioned in Discord, you can see right here. Let me zoom out a bit here. It says at or near resistance level now. You can see, and we hit it. So I tell you guys where the points are. 110,800, right below this major resistance level. You can see we got rejected and we started coming down. So play your levels, guys. You know where they're at, but you know if we push up, you know where to short, you know where to get out, you know where, well, you know where I'm going to short. I really to add a lot to my short because I want to short at the very top, and that looks like a likely top. I'm not saying we can't drop from that point and push back up. Obviously, I might take my profit if we start pushing back up, but I just want you to have your key levels, guys. That's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.